What's up, Ninja Online guys? Welcome back to Assassin's Creed Syndicate. This is chapter 90, and when we last left off, we had covered off all of the lore that was in the Jack the Ripper DLC. I have no fucking idea where I am, actually. I think I'm in like the corner of Whitechapel. Nope, corner of the Strand, okay. No idea why we're over here. Let's just, it's not gonna matter too much, but actually, someone just got shot. Let's just get away from that wall for a second. In this video, we're just gonna cover off what inventory I have, the lore. I'm gonna give you my thoughts on the base game because I gave you a brief summary of my thoughts when we actually beat the final mission of Sequence 9, I believe it was. Sequence 8, Sequence 9, something like that. But yeah, I'll give you my final outro thoughts, and then that will be the end of this series. So, first things first, we have 100% total sync in the game. We'll cover through everything here. So this might take it might take half an hour, it might take an hour, I don't know. We'll just go through it and see. So under Templar Conspiracy, we have Rupert Ferris. It's the target's bio. We have David Brewster. Those were the two guys we killed at the beginning, if you guys don't remember. John Elliotson. That was the, God, it's been too long for me to remember what sequences, but that was the doctor in the asylum. Pearl Attaway, which was Sterrick's cousin. Philip Twopenny, which was the bank manager. Lord Cardigan. Why does that say James Brundle there? I guess his real name is James Brundle. Yeah, that's odd. So Lord Cardigan, aka James Brundle, who was an insider on the political side of things. A huge ass bio. We have Maxwell Roth, who was the gang leader of... God, what are they called? It's been so long. It'll come to me in a second here. Fuck, what were they called? The Blighters. That's what they were. Lucy Thorne, which was like Sterrick's right-hand gal, I guess. And then, of course, the man himself, Crawford Sterrick. That was it for the Templar Conspiracies, Conquest Activities. For Bounty Hunt, we had Harvey Hughes, Maud Foster, David O'Donnell, Leopold Box, Mildred Graves, Jesse Butler, Anna Abramson, L.B. Vessel, Simon Chase, Emmett Sedgwick, George Scrivens, Homer Dalton, Ivan Bunbury, Sylvia Duke, Milton King, Gilbert Fowler, Harrison Harley, and Wade Linton. Child Liberations, we had the Wolf Shed, Brewing Co., Outer Ridge Manufacturing, Spindles and Looms, Strain and Boyle, Lynch's Fine Ornamentation, Southwark Spinning Mill, Blackburn Bellows, Hightower Coal, Radcliffe Mill, Goodfellows Brewery, and Red Growler District. Gang strongholds, we had Field Lane, Black Swan Yard, Rosemary Lane, Echo Street Alley, Battersea Bellows, St. Gil's Rookery, Clare Market, The Mint, Jacob's Island, Spatial Fields, Spattle Fields, maybe, Blue Anchor Alley, and Devil's Acre. Templar hunts was Beatrice Gribble, the Slaughterhouse Siblings, Evelyn Dipper, Thomas Blackroot, Martin Church, the Lambeth Bullies, the Fletchers, Lewis Blake, Peter Needham, Argus and Rose Bartlett, Myrtle Platt, Philip Beckenridge, the Jekyll Brothers, Tom Eccleston, Captain Hargrave II, Harold Drake, Wallace Bone, Edgar Cullycott, and Bodyguard. I remember that one because that one was a weird one. There was a lot of two-person ones. I didn't realize. Gang Wars. We did The Strand, City of London, Lambeth, Southwark, Thames, Whitechapel, and Westminster. So that was it for the conquest activities. World War I, we have Spy Hunt. So Spy Hunt, the Apothecary Twins, and Spy Hunt, the Magpie. We also had Spy Hideouts, which was Hopton's, Clarence Stockhouse, and 17 Walpole Lane. And then for the Master Spy Hunt, we had the Master Spy Hunt, of course. Dreadful Crimes is only active when we're in a Dreadful Crime, so there's nothing to show there. Evie's Notebook, we have entry 1. Entry 2. Entry 3. Entry 4. Entry 5. Entry 6. Entry 7. Entry 8. Entry 9. Entry 10. And entry 11. It's worth noting there was one cutscene that we didn't see at all. It happened after I'd finished the last video of the base game, where when I went back to the train, there was a cutscene with Green there, and basically he asked Evie to marry her. Obviously, I'm pretty sure you guys seen that coming, but yeah. Secrets of London. We have them all. I'm not going to read them, but I will show you the clues. So that was number 11, number 17, number 2, number 23, number 19, number 5, 6, 8, 24, 27, 9, 12, 14, 3, 20, 21, 22, 26, 18, 29, 25, 10, 7, 16, 31, 32, 13, 28, 1, 4, and 30. I think there was 30 total. It's worth noting, I would say probably 3/4 of those I didn't actually use the riddle for. We just happened to walk by and see them. So perks, we've acquired 41% of the perks. Again, just like the DLC, I'm not going to incorporate collecting all the perks into my 100% completion because A, it's not under the progress tracker as 100% completion, but B, a lot of these are things I would have to fabricate that didn't come naturally through my playing, and it's just stuff that I don't really care to do at this point. We had double kill though, combat mastery, absolutely stunning, no touchbacks, headshot, ledge kill, brace for impact, death by rook, wanton destruction, Assassination, Vanish, and Flawless Fighter. And then I'll show you where progress was for all the other ones. So there was Zipline Assassin, Knife Kill, excuse me, Vanish and Smoke, Electrifying, Shoot the Messenger, Cover Assassinate, Double Air Assassinate, Riding Shotgun, Gone Lawing, London Drift, Road Rage, Counter Shot, Fancy Moves, Multi-Counter Kill, Near Death Recovery, Quadra Kill, and Triple Kill. And a good example of what I mean by the don't come naturally is this one right here. Hijack a police carriage 50 times. I never even touched one, and that wasn't because I was avoiding them. It's just because they weren't in my path as much as it would seem. So for the progress tracker, we have 100% in story because we completed all the sequences as well as the challenges for every mission. Associate activities, it's the same thing both for the base game and then the London Rift, and we did the corresponding challenges with that. London stories, we did all the extra missions. These are completed. So Charles Dickens, Dreadful Crimes, Train Hideout, Charles Darwin, Karl Marx, World War I, Queen Victoria, and Duleep Singh. And then for miscellaneous, we collected everything. I think I mentioned it before. One of the only things I was missing was a helix glitch in World War I. It was the suspension bridge one. It had to get pretty creative to get it. It was such a pain in the ass, but we did. Yeah, besides that, though, I got all the other ones, so. Inventory. Start at the top here. We have everything unlocked. Some of them are upgraded, some of them aren't. We only use like very little of this, by the way. So what we ended up using was the Legendary Assassin Kukrai. It's fully upgraded, of course. Assassin Gauntlets. A lot of the gauntlets look really cool. We ended up with the Legendary Assassin Gauntlet fully upgraded. Firearms. Using the Mars fully upgraded. Belts. That was the last thing we were missing. It was in one of the chests in the London Rift. We're using the Beer Collector belt, fully upgraded, opposed to the Legendary Assassin belt. Outfits. I will show off the exclusive stuff for Eevee as well. We ended up using the Maximum? No. Master Assassin was what we were using. A lot of good ones there, though. Colors. And for gear and tool upgrades, these were all the gears that we crafted, which we have already seen, but go back through them. Oops. Then for upgrades, skills, of course. We have all the skills available except for obviously the EV exclusive ones. When I do cover EV off, I'll just show the EV exclusive ones, as the rest were obviously going to be the same. So the skills, we have all the gang upgrades. So I'll go them down this way. Nothing to show in the crafting because we already did that. There's so much in the database I gotta show. Let's switch to EV real quick so I can show you guys the exclusive EV stuff. So for inventory, we're using the world's greatest cane sword, which is exclusive to EV, right? Yeah. This is something we didn't have as Jacob. Legendary Assassin Gauntlet, the Mars still, but for capes, go through them. We have the Aegis Cloak fully equipped. For outfits too, using the Master Assassin fully upgraded. I did appreciate her extra outfits because we've seen all of the outfits we have with Jacob a million times. It's like the Ezio one, the Edward one we've seen a bunch. The only one we didn't see was Altair, but we've seen that a million times in all the other games. Skills, show you her exclusive ones. Chameleon is so nice. Gang upgrades are going to be the same, so I'm not going to cover that. Yeah, I'm already at 20 minutes. I haven't even covered the database yet. There's also the train mementos. I'll try to show them all off. I don't actually know where they all are, so there's that. Just going to clear this off. Okay, here it goes. Starting with the people and the allies, we have Agnes MacBean, Alexander Graham Bell, Arthur Conan Doyle, Benjamin Disraeli, Charles Darwin, Charles Dickens, Claire O'Day, Duleep Singh, Evie Fry, Florence Nightingale, Frederick Aberline, Henry Green, Henry Raymond, Jacob Fry, Karl Marx, Mary Ann Disraeli, Ned Weinert, Nigel Bumble, Pearl Attaway, Queen Victoria, Robert Topping. That was it for the Allies. Enemies, we have Brindley Ellsworth, Crawford Sterick, David Brewster, John Elliotson, Lord Cardigan, aka James Brundle. I'm pretty sure this is the same thing we seen earlier, but cover it off. Lucy Thorne, Malcolm Milner, Maxwell Roth, Pearl Attaway, Philip Twopenny, Rupert Ferris. That was it. For groups, we have the Assassin Brotherhood, the Rooks, the Templar Order, the Blighters, Police, and the British India Company, BIC. And for other people, we have Richard Owen, William Gladstone, Catherine Gladstone, Desmond, George Westhouse. I almost didn't recognize him because that was the very beginning of the game. Hatham Kenway, and Prince Albert. It's worth noting, I just realized now, this is one of two games out of the entire Assassin's Creed franchise up to this point that did not mention Altair at any point. The other one being Chronicles China. But, I mean, that's a little bit different, I guess, because it's not main story, but still. Locations, and it's worth noting, I'm pretty sure I'm missing like 2 or 3 locations. Starting with the City of London, we have the Bank of England, Cannon Street Station, Holborn Viaduct, Kenway Mansion, Ludgate Circus, pretty sure this is all the same ones that was in the Jack the Ripper DLC, Mansion House, Monument of the Great Fire of London, Royal Exchange, St. Bartholomew's Hospital, St. Paul's Cathedral, Temple Church, Tower of London. For Southwark, we have London Bridge Station and Waterloo Station. Lambeth, we have Lambeth Asylum and Lambeth Palace. Thames, we have Blackfriars Bridge and Lambeth Bridge. The Strand, we have Alhambra Music Hall, Charing Cross Station, Covent Garden, Leicester Square, Lincoln's Inn Fields, National Gallery, Nelson's Column, Piccadilly Circus, Scotland Yard, St. Martin in the Fields, St. Mary Le Strand, St. Pancras Station, St. Paul's Covent Garden, Trafalgar Square, York Watergate. That was it for the Strand. For Westminster, we have a lot. 10 Downing Street, Belgrave Square, Big Ben, Buckingham Palace, Chapel Royale, Devil's Acre, Dover House, Green Park, Horse Guards, Houses of Parliament, Montague House, Richmond Terrace, Royal Society Buildings, St. James Park, St. Margaret's Westminster, the Admiralty, the Foreign Office, the Royal Mews, the White Drawing Room, Victoria Station, Wellington Barracks, and Westminster Abbey. And lastly, for Whitechapel, we have Spatial Fields Market, in St. Mary Met Felon. So for the locations, like I said, I think I was missing two. We'll double check on the map after we're done with the encyclopedia here. Collectibles, we have Balfour and Barrett Vienna Beer, Bezelget's Respite, Big Bastard Ale, Brian's Renegade, Dr. Garrett's Ale, Double Stout, E. Smith and Sons Pale Ale, Fry and Fry, Gunn and Sons Scotch Ale, Her Majesty's London Porter, His Lordship's Dinner Ale, Leaping Fox Lager, Merlin and Arthur Imperial Stout, R. White's Table Ale, Red Growler, Robert Barnaby and Co. Amber Ale, Sons of Adam Irish Stout, Thames Brewery Pale Ale, the Blind Goose, and the Marine Lager. Plus pressed flowers. I'm going to butcher all these names. I hope you guys know. Amaryllis, American Cowslip, Amone, Broom, China Pink, Common Jasmine, Daffodil, Dwarf Geranium, Forget Me Not, Gum Cistus, Hibiscus Heath, Jonquil, Laurustinus, Lily, Love in a Mist, Devil in a Bush, Melancholy, Mingonette, Mimosa, Persian Iris, Poppy, Rose, Snowdrop, St. John's Wort, Strawberry, Sunflower, Thrift, Violet, Wallflower, Yellow Day Lily, and Yellow Lupin. Here's all the illustrations we have. A communist club room near Leicester Square. Casting a cylinder for the new Albert Bridge at Chelsea. New Year's dinner at the Great Queen Street Refuge. Street in ruin. Going to the morning performance of the pantomime. The astronomers waiting for the eclipse. Wall of Romulus. Porta Mugania. Politan Hill. The royal bodyguard searching for the vaults of the Houses of Parliament before the opening of the session. Specus of Aqueduct in the Catacomb of St. Priscilla. A million of money. The bank parlor. A scene in Leicester Square. Fruit sellers going to Jerusalem. Basilica of St. Clement. Persians reading notices of the new taxes. Vestibule of the French National Assembly at Versailles. Liberated French communists at Montmartre. Preparation in St. Paul's Cathedral for the Thanksgiving service. The Mousetrap. Back of Ross Island, Port Blair. Her Majesty the Queen. Gathering Wood Violets. The Monday Popular Concerts. Concerts? Yeah, concerts. Queen Elizabeth attired for the royal Thanksgiving on the defeat of the Spanish Armada. Thanksgiving Day, the illuminations. Thanksgiving Day, the Lord Mayor presenting the city sword to the Queen at Temple Bar. Arrival of members of Parliament at Paul's Wharf. School children singing God Save the Queen in the Green Park. Patience and Determination. The Thanksgiving Day, illumination of St. Paul's Cathedral. Thanksgiving Day, the Royal Pew in St. Paul's Cathedral. Testing fire escapes at Lambeth Hill, Upper Thames Street.